Hello YouTube, this is James from JRodPhotoART. 9 hours later, my 3D printer finished this up. I cleaned it up a little bit, had some supporting mounts here and here. Very solid. PLA, plastic, resin. Okay, had a piece in here had to pop out, a piece in here had to pop out. So what is it? Well, the Nikon CoolPix P1000, most powerful zoom camera, 3,000 millimeter. Well, when you're out at 3,000 millimeters, keeping this thing steady is near impossible handheld. Putting on a tripod does help. A very sturdy fluid tripod would be the best. I have a basic one. It does seem to help. But a little Googling, little YouTube videos, I found a bracket 3D printed on my Ender printer. So what happens here is you mount the bottom of the camera here, and this provides support to the camera here and helps hold on to the lens. So you see this? Your normal bracket would just go here. So then your whole camera is prone to movement and vibration. So somebody came up with this cool idea. I did find it for free download. A slice, 3D printer slice. So what happens is, putting this on, I like to lay it down and kind of pull it apart a little bit, not to put too much pressure, and it sits down like that. I gotta clean that hole up a little bit, but this is where you'll put a bolt in there and put a tripod 1/4 inch, I think it's a 1/4 inch, yeah, mount in there. Over here you can sink a 3/8 or a 1/4 inch inset there to mount it here. But now what you can see is these side pieces hold on to the camera there, hold on the camera on this side. Luckily no scratches yet, so I might even think about putting some cloth or something very thin felt on the inside of there. This is an additional mount here. You can mount something here. But then in the front, this little piece does touch up under here. So it's touching right here. It's touching here. It's touching around the camera here. And of course it gets mounted back here. So then, of course, this would mount to a fluid head like this. But what you need is the piece to go in between that, which I have ordered. A long piece. Longer the better. So this is just a sample. Pull this apart. If I can pull this apart. There we go. So what you need is a very long one of these. Then this can mount flush on here. And the camera will mount into here. Something like that. But if you had a long one of these, long, that's going to give it a long, firm base to support there. Then that, of course, clamps into here. Gives it the support of the full lens. Well, the full camera. Because as you know, when this thing zooms out, all the weight goes forward. So any amount of vibration reduction and stuff, it's got to be able to help. So once I get my part in, I'll test it out. Otherwise, I'm going to run this again without the piece. See how well it does. You have to be careful pulling this apart, not to force some scratches on there. Luckily, it doesn't scratch it at all, thank goodness. So, 3D printed tripod, brace, you know, vibration reduction mount, so call it. I've seen these on sale, similar ones, out on Etsy and a couple other places. But if you have a 3D printer, it can be easily done. Thank you for watching. More to follow.